Good morning and happy Friday. Miss Miranda is bringing you some nature art yet again today because I love nature and I love being outside. It's beautiful this time of year and there's so many beautiful things out there to explore. But the first thing we're going to work on is a sun catcher. So if you have either a little rubbery cake pan, I have this little heart one. This was a lid from some sour cream that I used. You're going to need a lid for this project, either from like sour cream, a yogurt lid works really good, anything that has a plasticky lid that's all clean and you're all done with. And you're going to need glue for this project and some food coloring or some watercolors. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to fill this all the way up with glue. And I already started to fill it up because it kind of took me a little while. It's all right if it takes a while because it's working your muscles and you'll get some good exercise squeezing that bottle. So after you fill your lid up with glue, the next thing we're going to do is some color. Now, I don't know if I already told you, we're going to make a sun catcher out of this. And this project's going to take a couple days to get dry because it has a lot of glue in it. So you're going to have to be a little bit patient with this one while it dries and just watch it and not touch it. And when it gets all done, you can hang it in your window and all the sun will shine through and you'll get to see all the colors. So what I think I'm going to try in this was that I'm going to try a little bit of this pinkish red color. And I do this kind of technique when I do cupcakes and things sometimes. So I'm going to see if it works with our glue. What you want to do is I'm going to put a drop right here. And you know what? I think people might even do this on their coffee when people go get those fancy coffees. Miss Miranda doesn't drink fancy coffee, so I do it on cupcakes because I eat a lot of cupcakes. All right, so what I did is I kind of did one drop every so often around the edge of my circle. Now I'm going to try this with a stick because we're doing nature art today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run that stick all around a circle with this, and I'm going to see if it'll turn into hearts for me. Let's see if this will work out. Kind of some longish hearts. It kind of worked for me a little bit. So if you have more colors that you want to play around with, I've got some blue, some green. If you want to make some designs, you can swirl it around. You can just make dots in there if you just want color dots. Or if you want to use different colors, like I said, and do some swirling, you can get some really fun things to show up. And the more color you get, the more fun light will come through when you get all done, when it gets all finished drying. So I'm just going to swirl this around in the middle. I'm going to make mine kind of like that. And I'm going to leave it just like that. I think that looks kind of cool. So, like I said, this is going to have to dry for at least 2 days, probably. It might take quite a while. And I'm going to take a picture of my finished product when it's all done. And I would love to see your guys' finished products too. All right, well, I'm going to set that one aside. And the next one we have to work on is just gather some leaves, some flowers, some beautiful things from your yard. I got all kinds of leaves from flowers. I've got some leaves from the trees. I've got some flowers that were growing around my yard. And what you want to do with these flowers and leaves is you want to put them on a white piece of paper. Now you want to put your flowers and leaves upside down so they lay nice and flat. So that's why all my flowers are laying this way instead of showing you the beautiful flower. I'm putting them upside down this way. So if you have flowers that mom and dad say it's okay for you to pick, put them upside down on your paper like this. Now, one of my flowers that I had like this broke apart, but when it broke apart, it still had all these beautiful petals. So I kind of made my petals into a different pattern. So you can turn your leaves into a pattern. You can turn your petals into a pattern. You can be creative and do all kinds of different stuff with your nature. So I'm going to stick these right here upside down. And the next thing you'll need for this project is some paint in a bottle that sprays. This bottle was something that I think I used when I went on a trip and I put my spray stuff in there. I put a little bit of food coloring in there, a little bit of water, and what you're going to want to do is spray on top of this. Now, not too much. And also, I put my stuff on an old raggedy cookie sheet so it didn't get anything else all painty and bluey. You want to spray just a little bit. You don't want to get the whole paper really, really wet. You want to give it some nice squirty colors. Here we go. Spray it kind of nice and high. And you're going to kind of spray that color all around. And the trick is you want to get it on the white. You don't need to get it on the flowers. And then once you have enough color around, let's see how that shows up. Oh, there we go. That's really spraying out good. Okay. And after that gets dry, and like I said, not too much, just enough to cover the white. I'm going to stand up so we can see. Then you get to take some of these away and you'll see all your beautiful leaves and flowers that you put out there. And they'll all have different shapes. You'll get to see the petals and the stems. So that one's kind of fun, and it's great to experiment with different colors. I like that one. All right, so here's my last project, kids. My last one includes sticks, leaves, flowers, and grass. All this stuff from my yard again. Now what I did with my sticks today is I turned them into a picture frame. So you can make some nature out on the patio. Grab some sticks, grab some grass, and grab all kinds of fun stuff that might be pretty. So what I did for mine is I kind of made a picture frame out of my sticks, and I found this stick that kind of already looked like a little tree. So I decided to make a tree with my nature. So I put my tree right here, and I'm going to put my leaves on my tree. These are some flowers leaves that I plucked off a couple of my flowers that were growing. So you can do your trees beautifully. You can even put some flowers in your tree if you want flowers to grow in your tree. And I also got some grass. So I'm going to sprinkle that grass down here in my yard. And I have teeny tiny flowers that I'm going to have grow in my grass. These little yellow ones might look cute. And then I have this big yellow flower that I'm going to say is my sunshine up at the top. So I'll put my sunshine at the top of my picture for the day. I've got some extra sticks to make my tree a little bit bigger. Do some experimenting. Try some new things out. Show me your nature art. I would love to see it. I love you guys. I miss you all. Have a wonderful weekend.